Oh,
We're back. We're winding down our funniest person bracket. We got it down to 4 people, Matt.
we've got the
Four
final
people.
four.
Yep. And real quick, what we're going to be doing now, since we need a new bracket, we're going to be building a bracket right now on the spot, and that is Matt. Why don't you tell the listeners what we're going to be building out here?
Yeah, I won't build suspense. I'll just hit you with it because I'm a master of wasting time with my words as I'm doing now. It's going to be best chain food, best chain restaurant. So it's all about the stuff you've eaten before. You know it. There might be places you haven't eaten. There's going to be things that make this list that I probably have not eaten at places. Um, on one side of the bracket, we're going to have kind of like casual dining places, not, still chains that you'll see nationwide and stuff. Think Applebee's, TGI Fridays, Olive Garden, those kinds of things will probably be there unless we go really rogue with our picks. And then the other side will, of course, be more even trashier food, a little bit of that fast food. Although, I love it. That side, I'm not going to have any problem digging down into the depths for. But yeah, so what we do, we put together brackets of 64 different things based on a theme. We've done best wrestlers, actors, TV shows with drama and comedy. Like Chris said, we're just wrapped up the funniest person, or didn't wrap up. We're wrapping up the funniest person down to our final four. And we did worse things too. Can't forget that one. This was a very fun one. But yeah, this one's going to be best like chain restaurant, casual dining, and fast food on either side. And then we run the polls daily on our social media. You get to vote for which is the better one, and we determine a winner by the end of it all.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You probably could have.
I got nothing. I got nothing to add. A couple of ground rules. We are including pizza places, probably mostly under fast food, and we are
Yeah.
including little coffee shops because they do offer food. You may not typically think of them as a fast food, but you can go in there, you can get food fast.
Little
So
bakeries, little sandwiches.
yeah. And you know what? I just had one that popped into my head that we haven't even checked to see if this is okay, but I'm going to go ahead and jot it down because I am a glutton for the sweets. So without further
Okay.
ado, I'm going to share my screen, and the rules are as follows. Matt, you're going to get first pick.
Oh,
So
all right.
Matt gets to draft the first number one seed on the fast food side. And then we're just going to go back and forth, bing bong, until the fast food side is filled up. And then we'll flip it over to the casual dining and we'll fill that up.
Oh, sweet.
60 seconds to decide your draft. We do keep a timer. If you're coming up, typically we're way ahead of schedule. We don't really need a timer, but we do implement the timer rule. So if that means if you're at 60 seconds, you got to just blurt something out.
Shut up. Yeah, it's not that I can't pick. It's that I preface my pick and give this whole backstory. And that's usually why I run over on 60 seconds.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share the bracket. Oh, and if this is your first time joining us, feel free to subscribe. We're doing cool stuff like this all the time. We post stuff every single day. A lot of entertainment, a lot of engagement. And we're usually together. Like if you watch pretty much any of our other videos, we're usually sitting right here in the same room together. We've gotten some feedback that that's what people prefer to see. For whatever reason, the virtuals people don't like as much, but we're both busy guys. We're both grown-ups. We're both 36 years old, and we have a full-time thing. And Matt just came back from an awesome-looking vacation. Follow him on Instagram if you don't already. That looked awesome. I can't wait to catch up with you and
Yeah.
chat about that vacay. It looked awesome.
It was good times.
Oh yeah. Okay, so here is the empty bracket. What I'll do is I'll do a little zoom action so we can see. And again, this right side is going to be all the fast food. The left side, all the casual dining. So we'll start top right corner, which is the first time we've done this.
Yeah. And so we're each doing our number ones and then our number twos, right? We've done that before, but just confirming for anybody also watching for the first time.
Yeah.
That way it wouldn't be as hard to be like, Well, here's like we would have to really plan out if we were like pick your 1 and then you're 16 and then you're 8 and then you're 9 and maybe you're like swiping picks and like like it'd be impossible. Yeah, it's so much easier just like go from your top, and if it gets taken, you know, NFL draft style, you pick your next best guy. Mel Kiper's big board tells you got to take A and W here, so you take A and W, whatever.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right. So
Well,
the first overall pick in the best chain restaurant draft, Matt
look,
Pellegrini selects.
yeah. Look, this is not my favorite, but this is the guy that scores the best scores in the pre-draft combines and stuff, and all logic says you got to take him, even if it's not your favorite. It's the Hulk Hogan of fast food. I expect it will win 2 matchups, but I don't think it'll maybe even make the final 4 because it's too divisive. And people just think it's like, while it stands for fast food, it also stands for the worst of what fast food is. So I've got to put McDonald's here as number 1. The Golden Arches.
The Golden Arches, the McDonald's. All right.
The Mac Daddy of Donald's.
Yeah. And when we have spare time, what's your go-to order there at McDonald's?
I'm really simple. I used to be able to order like really cheap at McDonald's, and their prices have raised on like simple stuff. I would tend to get like a combination of 1 or 2 McChickens with just cheese.
Okay.
And then if I got 2 of that, I'd get like 1, plain cheeseburger. Or if I got 1 of that, I'd get 2 plain cheeseburgers. Sometimes I'd toss in fries and a drink, but it would usually just be those sandwiches. Didn't venture much out from that. As a kid, I did the chicken nuggets a lot, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's better on the right side of the bracket there. Well, cool. You don't get any lettuce on those.
No, definitely not.
For anyone that missed the worst things, Matt put lettuce on there because he despises lettuce.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
especially on a hot burger. Get it out of here.
That's true. All right. So for my first pick, I don't know how far this is going to make it. I really don't have my ear to the pulse of America when it comes to the chain restaurants. I think I'm going to go with a lot of my personal favorites. But this one, they do have the meats, and I'm going Arby's.
Look, I love Arby's. I'd put that as probably a personal number 1 out of 4 seeds for me. This is bold. This is as bold as the man that does the commercials. Yeah, Arby's is fantastic. Have you probably haven't been there in a while. I have, because I have bad habits, but they do a burger now, and it's like 33% like beef, 33% elk, and like 33% maybe like buffalo or venison. And I always do my order, and then I see that on there and I go, shoot, I gotta order that and try it. But yeah, I've got to try it, and I'll report back during this bracket.
Yeah, please do. And I'm going to tell you a sleeper at Arby's. The salted caramel chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best cookies I've ever had in my entire life. And if you can get one like pretty fresh out of the oven to where it's still kind of like gooey, like I said, I'm a sucker for sweets. I mean, I love all carbs, but sweets, like I'm being pretty disciplined. Month of October, I always try to keep it pretty constrained, but like any other time, I'm going all out, and whatever I get, I'm adding on that salted caramel chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it would go. I have the second.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go up back to the McDonald's region, we'll call it, and go with the second seed. And I am gonna go with the burger joint here. I'm gonna go Five Guys.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going Five Guys. I love me some Five Guys. Something about just how you can actually see them cooking it up. It always tastes fresh. It always, it's made to order. I feel better about myself after I smash some Five Guys than I do pretty much any other fast food, with the exception of maybe Chipotle, but
Okay, there you go. I think that there could be a little bit of just burger joint controversy going on here based on, I know we lived in an area where probably what the large amount of the population would say is the best burger place is not one of the 2 we picked. Obviously, they probably wouldn't pick McDonald's. Five Guys is kind of like your step up, but I think people would still go, this one's the burger place. and I disagree. So it's not going to be my number 2. I'm ready unless you got anything else you want to
Yeah.
add.
Yeah, no, you're up, my friend.
Well, I think I'm picking this as much for its food and sort of its unique place in fast food genres, as well as just its, I would say, marketing or advertising. It just seems so much more appealing to like a young crowd and approachable. And of course, I'm trying to think of something funny. Of course, I'm talking about Culver's. I'm talking about Taco Bell,
Okay.
which there's not a lot of fast food Mexican places, although I do know you actually prefer one over Taco Bell, I think.
Yep.
That will probably make this list. But I think Taco Bell has become this almost not based on its food, but just on its like identity, iconic fast food place. And I think it's just more on the conscious than a lot of fast food places, even if you don't eat it as much. So I got to get Taco Bell super high. I also like it quite a bit. Right on, and Baja Blast,
Oh yeah.
just to say a drink and Baja Blast, obviously.
Oh, nice. Well, it comes quick because we're only doing the 2 sides right now.
No, number 3.
Yeah, you got the back-to-backs.
All right. It pains me to do this.
Oh, no.
Because I don't drink coffee, but I have to get, if I'm going to pick Taco Bell for its iconicness and recognition and importance in American fast food culture, I have to have this one pretty high. And I would have even put it maybe as a 2, but I was like, what the heck? I like Taco Bell. I'm going to have Starbucks on here. I judge Starbucks people. If you are a Starbucks person, I do judge you. Just know that if this goes far, I will judge all of you.
Yeah. So, dude, this is wild. Starbucks is like your Robin Williams, maybe. And Robin Williams has been in the exact same spot in Nebraska twice. He's in that 3 seed of this region. It's the Northeast region. And you always got to put whatever like we hate the most in that spot. That's so funny. Oh boy. Okay, so you got Starbucks. I'm gonna mosey on down. I do know the one that you were talking about that I don't know. There was a time where I like went there all the time just because it was closer location, and the location that was by, they just did a good job. But all in all, all things considered, I don't know if you would edge out Taco Bell. But
okay.
There are a lot that I could put down here. But I am gonna put the one down that I think you were alluding to, that I actually am a fan of. I do think it might be a tad overhyped, but I do think it's got a shot to go pretty far because it's got that brand recognition. I'm gonna go In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I'm going In-N-Out here for my 3 seed in the Arby's region. Still can't put Arby's for seed. But moving on up to 4 seed. Let me make sure I remove it off my list here. Okay. This I don't know how well this one's gonna do because I don't know how national it is. I think it might just be a Midwest pizza chain.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully it's not just a Michigan pizza chain because then it has no shot. But it's my favorite pizza place. I was actually in the commercial one time. I'm going with Jets Pizza.
Yeah, I was hoping you picked Jets. I do know it gets to like Indiana and Ohio, I believe.
Okay.
That might be about as far as it goes, and like it could be like Wisconsin or Pennsylvania too. I don't know, but I think Jets Pizza is phenomenal. Honestly, I'll stand by Jets as like legitimately the best pizza place. Like I know the big debate is like New York style versus Chicago deep dish, but Detroit style pizza is the best shape and size of pizza, bar none, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it is perfect.
Yeah.
And Jets, and nobody does it better on a chain level than Jets.
Yeah, dude, I will say this: half of my buddies worked at Jets Pizza growing up. It was just right by our neighborhood, and they hired kids like us, 15-year-olds. So all of them, you can imagine, ate Jets Pizza all of the time.
It gives you big muscles.
You're right. Like the Gill brothers,
Yeah.
Matt, like a bunch of our buddies worked at Jets Pizza, and
Yeah.
yet they still say Jets Pizza is the best pizza. Like, it's rare that you work somewhere so long and eat so much of it, and you still are like, yeah, this is super good. So,
Heck yeah. All right. Oh my God, I'm at such a tough spot for my 4. I mean, I get back to back, so I can do 4 to 5. So it really doesn't matter because these two are my personal, like, dark horse burger places.
okay,
One is regional, actually, one is national. The national one, I think, is legitimately my go to fast food place in terms of like the general burger sandwich menu, fries, and stuff. The other one, if it was national, it might be because it's got a lot of really weird, kooky stuff, and I love it.
yeah,
For my number 4, I'm gonna go Wendy's.
okay,
I love Wendy's. I think it's phenomenal. I usually get a chicken sandwich combo, but a nice junior bacon cheeseburger.
yeah,
Oh, mwah. Their fries are top notch. Wendy's is very solid.
yeah. Can I ask you one thing about Wendy's? Because I ate so much Wendy's growing up.
Yeah.
Do you do the fries and the frosty trick?
I usually don't get a frosty.
Okay.
When I would, I usually didn't put the fries in a frosty, but I
Okay.
don't have anything against it.
Okay. Yeah. One of
I
those
don't
things.
mind it. What about you? Did you usually do that?
Oh yeah, I would get like a burger, a chicken nugget, fries, and a frosty.
There you go.
And it was the old joke growing up. We would always do Wendy's drive-through, get 4 things because the total came out to 420. Ha 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 ha. And then we would go back around through, and it would keep the total would keep being 420. And just get 4 things at a time.
Man,
We
those were the days where you get 4 things for
those,
420 though.
I
Jeez.
know, I know. Dollar menu, they don't have them anymore, apparently.
No, yeah, nobody does. It's just the value menu, and it's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, number 5 then. The other thing I was alluding to, region we've lived in. I preferred it as a regional thing to In-N-Out. I preferred it to the variant of Carl's or Hardee's. Hardee's called here in the Midwest, Carl's on the West Coast.
Yeah.
I love me some Jack and the Bee, baby. A little Jack in the Box. I love it. It's the trashiest, best slop food burgers. 3 freaking taquito tacos microwaved from a frozen meal for 99 cents. That's the bargain. That's like the sleeper pick. Everybody, once they get to California, if you haven't been to Jack in the Box, but you go to Jack in the Box, what do you get? You gotta try the tacos. You get 3 for 99 cents, and everybody freaks out, and they
Yeah.
are pretty good. It's a great value. I don't know if they still do it, but Jack in the Box is my 5.
That's a good pick. I haven't had Jack in the Box in forever.
I know. I miss it.
um, I think I'm gonna go. I didn't think I was gonna do this. I think I'm gonna go back to back chicken places. And I think for this 5, I hate to say it, I'm going Popeyes.
Woo! I love Popeyes.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Well, what is the thing you love most about Popeyes?
Not to sound cliche, but that chicken sandwich. They were kind of
Okay.
like, they weren't the original, but I feel like they were original that made it popular because their lines I've waited in that line before. It's like you're gonna wait 45 minutes for a chicken sandwich, but damn, it's just the breading on the chicken and just whatever spices they put in there, just really good.
Yeah, that chicken sandwich put them over and like
Yeah.
really boosted. Like they were popular,
Mhm.
but like that like brought them to a new level. And everybody's like Popeyes, and I think that's as they were expanding towards more of a national level anyway.
Yeah.
Because I had really only eaten at Popeyes, I think, for the first time when I was out in California,
Yeah.
and they didn't even have a chicken sandwich at that point. But you gotta get the Mardi Gras mustard is my go-to dipping sauce there. It's like
Okay.
a little bit of like horseradish wasabi kick. Oh,
Okay.
it's so good, man. I love it.
Dang. All right.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've had it. That sauce, at least, that I can remember. but I will do that. So for the next one, you may have guessed by now, since I said I was going back to back chicken places. I'm not going KFC.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't
going
think so.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And I may need some help on the spelling. Is it just like that? Chick-fil-A?
I believe so. You know what? I thought there was another C, but they might spell it without that second C before the K. Actually, you might be right.
I'm gonna
I think they do like a fun spelling there,
Yeah, they're. Let's see.
so that we can pretend it's not real chicken and nobody feels guilty. I
Right.
think
Oh yeah, you're right. It is CK.
they do have the C. Okay.
Yeah, good call. So it's like Chick-fil-A.
I think in their commercials or some spots or on their their drink cups, they sometimes spell without the C. I swear I've seen it without the C before.
Yeah,
But I could be
I
wrong.
feel like I have too. That's so strange. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
6 seed fast foods.
All right, so we've got some chicken representatives. All the burger and Mexican representatives. It sounds, it doesn't say taco, but representatives, because Mexican sounds like I'm talking about people. So I'm worried, we don't have any sandwich places yet. So I might go sandwich place, and do that health thing. Yeah, tell you what, I'm gonna put a sandwich place on here. It was something that I had back in California for the first time, because it was the closest sandwich shop to a place where I worked, and I was like, oh, this is really good, because I used to be just a Subway dude, and then you kind of realize Subway's kind of not is kind of low quality. But now it's expanded national, it's massive, it's got Danny DeVito in its commercials. I'm going Jersey Mike's for my top sandwich place.
Okay. Jersey Mike's. Way to go, Frank Reynolds. Building up that brand. Okay.
So I'm 7 here.
Back to back.
Ooh,
Yeah.
All right. It might be time for the wackies. All right. I've got, let's see. I'm gonna dip back into. I'm gonna go personal here, and I am going to say Sonic. I love Sonic and the idea of Sonic. I love all their slushies and the bright colors, and they just got tater tots and cream cheese jalapeno pepper things, and then the typical burgers and chicken sandwiches. I don't hardly been there, probably not more than 10 or a dozen times, but I love it.
Yeah, I love a fast food restaurant that gives you options like that. Like you go to most fast foods and you don't get the options of the jalapeno poppers or the mozzarella sticks, but I like the ones that have all those sides options, because that's when I can load up. I'll get the combo meal, get whatever drink, but throw on some of this, throw on some of that, and if you got any sweet treats,
Right.
So yeah, that's where I'm a sucker. And speaking of that, it is time that I throw the Mexican taco place
okay.
up on here.
Here we go. Oh,
fantastic menu, but they do have some really good desserts. They have these cinnamon churros that are super good, and they have fried cheesecake that's super good. If you just want to go all out and be super gluttonous. I'm talking about Del Taco, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we could get that Del Taco Taco Bell matchup. It's a good. We did not plan it. I like it.
Nope, didn't plan it. Hopefully we get it.
Yeah,
there's a good chance. And then I'm going to take it up to.
Here we go. We're going to see our first. No, we're not. Not yet.
Not quite.
I can't count.
But I'm surprised I didn't snag this one earlier, because it truly is one of my favorite fast food spots. I don't know what the public perception is on it, but I love it. I like Panda Express.
Oh, nice. I'm a big Panda Express fan.
Yeah,
I get down with that.
Love Chinese food. So Cool. All right, moving on down. You get the 8, and then we go up, and you get the 9, and we're gonna see some of these.
Cheese, man, this is tough. I'm gonna try and I'm probably gonna tend towards national first, so that we can maybe tweak and finagle some juicy matchups with like a big national versus a regional equivalent. Man, I'm really trying to think of what to pick here. I'm gonna pick this for its popularity. I've probably only eaten there once or twice. Oh, I hate to do this because I'm worried it's gonna knock out Arby's in the second round, because this is one of those like popular like social media kinds of places, because there's not as many right now. And when a new one opens up, you're like, gotta go here and take my selfie here, eating like the basicest ass food for a fast food. I'll put Shake Shack here.
Okay.
It's good, but it's not like you're going to see a national landmark and you bring your tripod to take selfies in front of a Shake Shack, but I feel like that's what people do. They are crazy about that.
Yeah, that's a good one. I had it down. It was towards the top of my list. So
all right. Are you a big fan? Have you eaten there a lot?
I ate there a handful of times. There was like what you said. There was a newer one that opened downtown Detroit where I used to work. And when it first opened, you could imagine line out the door. So it was the hot new thing. I went there a couple of times. I found it to be a little overpriced. Like you're paying, beyond Five Guys prices for much smaller portion.
Okay.
So what I love about Five Guys is you get the fries. Yeah, you get. I mean, the burger can be like that big, but then they just throw in tons of fries, and I'm big fan.
All right. I had the milkshake from Five Guys today. It was my first time having a milkshake. It was pretty solid.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
Well, I know what I'm going to put in 9. We're going to start seeing our first matchups. I don't think it's a 9. I mean, it could be. It could be anywhere. For some people, because we've only picked one sandwich place. And some people are like, hey, the fast food, my go-tos are like more fresh sandwiches. They've rebranded, so I don't know how they are. They've like rebranded and they have like a bigger menu and stuff. I'm talking about Subway. I think Subway's a good choice here because like Subway versus McDonald's are like the two most evil probably fast food places, like the worst of fast food and the worst of pretend healthy fast food. Right. I think I like a Subway versus Panda Express. I think that's like a fair matchup.
Yeah.
And because the other thing I was gonna pick, I didn't want Panda Express to lose, so I didn't pick this one because I think it's regarded too highly.
Yeah,
so
for sure. Gosh, I haven't had Subway in forever. But I do have a sleeper sandwich shop that I'm kind of holding on to. I don't know how well known it is, but I'm not gonna throw it here. I wanna throw a good contender towards Shake Shack. So for my number 9 seed here in the Arby's region, I'm gonna go Chipotle.
Oh, see, I was gonna do Chipotle as my 9, and I was like, I gotta protect Panda Express. I was like, I think Chipotle will beat it. I like this matchup better because these are both places that are like modern fast food, right? These are considered better than like your McDonald's and your Burger Kings. People like, whether it's true or not, the perception is like Shake Shack and Chipotle. This is like, better fast food for you. Yeah. So I think this is a good matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so going up. Ooh, I get the 10 here. Okay, so going against Sonic. I'm gonna go with that other sub shop. Do you remember Quiznos?
Oh yeah,
Quiznos. I loved it.
Oh, you're going with Quiznos. Okay, there you go.
Quiznos. Just their toasted subs. They used to have like a good amount around here, and then they all kind of went under. I don't know where the closest Quiznos is, but man, they did a really good sub. So
that's solid. I can dig it.
Wait. Nope. That needs to go. Oh yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah.
I got all the wires crossed. Cool. Okay. So let me consolidate my list here. still got some good ones. Still got some good ones. So let's move on down. You Tennessee going up against Del Taco of the Taco.
Oh man, what do I pick here? Oh, this is so good. So I guess Del Taco is not regional anymore, so I don't want to. Do I want to pick this? You know what? I'm gonna do it because I don't know where else I'd put this because I haven't eaten here before, but I always hear like this is this region's in and out, and it's even better. And I've wanted to go here for so long. It's a southern burger place, mostly in Texas, but it's expanding. Whataburger.
Okay.
The first time somebody told me about it, I thought they said Waterburger, but Whataburger. Everybody I hear from is like, this is top notch. Because I want to try it so bad, it's got to be good, right?
Yeah.
I don't like things that aren't good.
Yeah, I've never been to one either. I didn't know they were like exclusively to Texas right now, or at least that region.
Yeah, they're expanding out a little bit. You can find them a couple states bordering and stuff like that. But yeah, if you watch this and you're like, oh, these guys, I know they like. If you think we put it low, but are just glad it's on here, or if you think you're just glad it's on here, but that we have no idea what we're talking about because we haven't tried it, send us some Whataburger. I'll eat it. I don't care how old it is. Mail it frozen. I'll reheat it. I'll give it a shot. All right, Chick-fil-A. What do I put up against Chick-fil-A? Ooh, I'm going to, I don't know, I kind of want to feed it something terrible and just knock something out that's going to have to make it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put this on here because I think it. This is weird. I'm not gonna explain why, because I have eaten here once or twice. I don't really care for it, but a lot of people love it and think it's like really great and underrated. I'm gonna put Culver's here.
Okay.
For whatever reason. I feel Chick-fil-A and Culver's stand in a similar ownership mentality place. I feel like they're both like good old homegrown. We close on Sundays. Culver's doesn't, but Chick-fil-A's does. I think they both give me that vibe. So why not put them to face off against each other?
Yeah. Well, sweet. I had Culver's down too. It was been a while since I've eaten there. They're good. They're good. I don't know anyone that's like diehard Culver's fan, but we'll see.
Yeah.
They did. Okay. All right. I'm going to throw an interesting one at Jersey Mike's here, I think. No, I think this will make a good matchup. I'm a big Hungry Howie's fan, so I'm going to go Hungry Howie's.
Ooh, little pizza action. Howie versus Mike. All right. Yeah. I like it. The names.
Howie versus Mike. Okay. Now, I have no idea what matchup is coming next. A lot of times I'll let it kind of sway what my choice is, but not this time. I know what I'm going to choose. It's going to be the 12 seed. I'm going with White Castle.
Oh, okay. I was going to have White Castle coming up probably pretty soon as well. So
White Castle versus Jack in the Box.
That's a great matchup, honestly.
Good matchup.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a quick one.
Which one would you rather eat for the rest? If you could only have one, would you do Jack in the Box or White Castle?
Probably Jack in the Box.
Our seating reflects that. That's fair.
Yeah.
I would agree too. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
White Castle has a movie.
It does. Jack in the Box has a toy, but I think the toy came first.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 seed. All right, what do we got up against Popeyes?
Oh man. All right, I can't do what I was going to do. I mean, the further I go, the more likely this is to lose. So I don't know why I'm trying to finagle it in. But, like, you know, I don't want Starbucks to win, so whatever. I'll maybe save it for that. Popeyes. See, I tried to avoid doing chicken versus chicken in Chick-fil-A Culver's I might do chicken versus chicken here, but there's a couple choices. There's the one we've talked about, and there's also a one that had a big moment of fame for a while and was like, this is the chicken place. I love it. I think it gave you Texas toast, I want to say, if you know the place I'm talking about with that hint. But I'm actually, yeah, I think I have to do it because I hate all those burger places that I still have on my list, and I won't put them on there if I can avoid them. I'm gonna put it up against. You know what? I'm gonna play it safe. I think this is more fair. Put it up against KFC.
Okay.
If this other one doesn't make it, people can complain.
I don't know the other because the Texas toast didn't sound any alarms in my brain. I'm curious now.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
13. Okay, so we're moving on up. All righty, who you got going up against Jets Pizza?
Okay, so I think this is fair though, because this is also regional and located mostly in Illinois and surrounding states. There is actually one in California, or maybe a couple, but very sparingly. But this is regional. I love it. It's the Chicago equivalent of Jets, quite honestly. I'm going Portillo's. Have you ever had Portillo's Italian beef sandwiches?
Well, I spelled it right, I think.
Yeah. Have you been there before?
I've never been to Portillo's, no.
It is really good. It is a Chicago, a Midwestern classic, just a greasy Italian beef, roast beef sandwich with a bunch of, you can get like 3 different kinds of like au jus style. You can get it like dry, you can get it like pretty wet, or you can get like damp, and they just like, it basically comes out like a wet sandwich. It's incredible. You get the peppers on it. It's such a like Saturday Night Live Chicago guys sketch kind of thing to eat. It's just ridiculous.
Oh geez. Okay. Oh man, I am getting hungry. I tried to eat before this, but all this food talk, I might have to cook something up while I watch a little SmackDown.
I don't know what that was. Me cooking.
Okay, all right. We're really kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel now. I mean, no offense to any of these places. Some of them are really good.
But just maybe less recognizable.
Maybe we'll look. Oh, you know what? I do still have a good one on here. I'm going to throw Qdoba at Wendy's.
Oh, okay.
I do like Qdobas. They have some really good queso, and haven't been there in a while. Don't know what the prices are like these days, but you get a quesadilla, some chips, salsa, and a drink. You got yourself a good meal, and it's, $14-15. Not terrible.
Yeah.
So at least that's what it was like a few years ago. So cool. So I'm gonna go up. I think I know what I'm gonna go with next. 14. Oh, I did not plan this. I'm gonna throw Dunkin' at Starbucks.
Right on. I like Dunkin' more because they got the trashier fast food sandwiches that I like when I need the sourdough bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich is my go-to.
Oh yeah, and just pound the donuts all day.
Yeah. I'm glad we got donuts on here because I was like, do I put like just a donut place on here? But I think Dunkin' exists in that coffee sandwich donut. So because I almost feel the same way about like, is ice cream fast food or is it just like dessert? And I don't know how I feel about ice cream. It could drop on here, but like nobody's like, I'm hungry, let's go get ice cream.
Fair.
You're like, we've already eaten and we did our fun thing, let's go get ice cream now. So I don't know if you can consider it like fast food. It's like just a little side treat, whatever. So that's my justification for why I didn't consider any ice cream places. All right, In-N-Out. I'm going to have it go up against... Oh, I would have loved to have Portillo's here, honestly. Portillo's... Oh, no! Well, Chris has dropped out, so I'll explain that Portillo's would have been a good matchup here. Too late for me to change it and take it back. Welcome back, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
I was just talking... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say thank you for holding it down. My connection was lousy, so I tried switching over to like my other like 5G or whatever, and it just
Oh,
fell off. So, um,
yeah. I was just talking about how like, oh, you know what? I was kind of wanting to have Portillo's go up against here because again, regional, and it would have worked here really well, but it's too late. I can't take it back, and I think Portillo's Jets is a better because then it's a Midwestern showdown versus Midwestern West Coast, whatever. What do I want for In-N-Out? I've only got a handful left. I could send it to the next round guaranteed. I could try and have a big upset against it and be really happy when it loses to another subpar burger joint. or I could pick another like popular thing, but not in the burger realm, but in the chicken realm. I think this is where I am going to pick that other chicken place that's really, really popular. And I think it burnt out, and everybody thought it was like hot shit for a few minutes, and nobody's talked about it for a long time. But there was a place, I think it's regional, called Raising Cane's. And people were bonkers for it. And it's Cane's with no, it's not an I, it's just Kane, Cane. Unfortunately, not Kane like the wrestler.
Oh, okay.
That would be sweet though. But like people were all aboard Raising Cane's for a while. I couldn't stop hearing about it. So maybe that'll be interesting if it can be In-N-Out. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting. Yeah.
All right, I've only got 2 picks left.
Okay.
A 15 and a 116. I feel like I.
Oh my gosh, we only got 2.
Oh, so this is 5 guys. It's going up. So I know what my 16 is going to be. Because I'm going to get one more like regional flair thing. What do I need against 5 guys? It's crazy. Some of the things that aren't going to make it though, that are like pretty popular, but we might have personal opinions that just like this place isn't worth it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put. Ooh. Do I try to get the one seafood place representation? Yeah, why not? Let's feed it and just get it on here so I can get blown out. Give me Long John Silver's. Place nobody's been to in 15 years. If you have eaten in Long John Silver's since 2020, I will send you like thing of your choice, like a free thing. Like I'll draw a picture of you or like sign my name and send you something. I'll send you a postcard. If you let me know if you've eaten in Long John Silver's in the last 3 years, and I'll send you a postcard with a note.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like Blimpies, like that. Who's keeping Blimpies in business?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so going up against Taco Bell. I think I got a pretty good one for this. I hate to go pizza again, but there are a lot of Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, like in one. Like you go order from the pizza Taco Bell counter. So I am gonna go Pizza Hut here.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, some pizza places aren't gonna like. There's no Papa John's, no Domino's, no Little Caesars. So a lot didn't make it, but okay, going up.
Yeah, we can in memoriam some. You can honorable mention some here because there's no way you're gonna name the one I'm picking as my 16. Just no way.
Okay. Dairy Queen, I'm not a huge fan, but it seems like that's a bummer it didn't make it on.
Yeah, I wanted to get that on.
Yeah, all the pizza places that I love, the Little Caesars, the Domino's, Papa John's, Cottage Inn, like a lot of these pizza places, they just didn't make it. Jimmy John's seems like it would have been a good thing to have on here, but we already got the sandwich shops.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with one that, let me check my list here. Let me make sure I'm committing. Yes, I'm committing.
He's committing.
Feels a little strange to put it on here because we do have Dunkin', we do have Starbucks. One of them will be out in the second round. So I'm going to go with probably one that's nipping at McDonald's here in terms of just global popularity. Tim Hortons.
I like that.
Tim Hortons.
You could
Who
see an
knows?
upset.
We could see an upset.
Unfortunately, it won't be our first time a 1 seed loses, but didn't a 1 seed lose, right? Student loans lost to bad drivers.
Worst things. Yes. But yeah, I think that is the only 1 seed that's gone down so far.
Yeah.
We should do a pretty good job of picking them.
We do, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me in memoriam and shout out some other places. Surprising burger places that didn't make it. But we had so many. Some were bound to fall and not make it. But this is where, like, your own subjective opinion. Maybe people are like, I wouldn't have put this one on there. And I would have put this. Like Burger King. Like, such a nationally recognized. But Burger King, I think, is just trash. It does nothing better or different than any of the other burger places.
I agree.
Chicken sandwiches aren't as good as any other places. Its burgers aren't as good. Its fries used to be like top notch for me, but I think Wendy's are better anyway now. I don't know. I don't know like what Burger King brings to the table other than a crown. Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. But I also think that one's it's just a mess.
Yeah.
Steak and Shake, but because we have like a Five Guys and a Shake Shack now, like Steak and Shake's kind of knocked out of it that placeholder. I feel bad for A&W. I had a lot of good. There was an A&W in my small hometown growing up, and go there, get a root beer float. And I guess, I would have wanted to have it on there and maybe even go up against Sonic, but rest in peace, A&W. And then the only other thing I'm sad about is another sandwich shop that I'm a big fan of, but it's not quite as popular. Penn Station. They do some really solid subs. But for my pick here, which pretty much guarantees Arby's at least wins one, because we love that Arby's. I've never eaten here. It's another one.
Oh.
But I am told by people of like Southeast Asian descent that this is like the fast food place. Like this is where people go and you got to try it. It's like the Filipino McDonald's. It's called Jollibee. And there probably would have been a lot of in California. It's like it's all one word. It's like Jollibee.
Jollibee.
Okay. Jollibee. And if you're a Pacific Islander or a Southeast Asianer, or you live in like the West Coast and you have like that ethnicity or that cultural heritage, you probably know Jollibee. I've just been told by all the people that lived in Southern California that were like of some kind of Southeast Asian descent, like, oh yeah, Jollibee. Are you kidding me? You never had it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I've never eaten there. I feel like it does sound vaguely familiar, so I think I have heard of it, but never been. Quick, wanted to touch on when you mentioned sub place. Like there are so many sub places. One that I don't think gets its due recognition is Firehouse. Yeah. They do kind of like nose type thing. I'm a sucker for like the toasted sub, but yeah. So
right on.
If I'm not mistaken, we're done with fast food.
We are,
and it's still on you. So you would then have first pick.
You want me to, or do you want to flip it and you do first pick on this side? Because I did first pick on the other side. We could. We don't have to.
Okay.
But we could switch it up, and now you get the top overall. This is so much. This is so much harder for me, though.
I know.
I know
because you gotta wait. Go ahead.
I just have a hard time like tiering these in terms of like my own personal enjoyment, what I think people enjoy, and like their legitimate quality. Like I think I'm gonna pick some real stinkers high that people are gonna hate. Like fast food, we've all lived long enough to agree that it's like we all know it's not good, but there are still a lot of people that hold on to like some of these places aren't so bad, but everybody else is like, no, this is like people like hate these because there's still this thought that like this is good food.
Yeah, that's true.
And hopefully some of them will be good food.
Right. And for me, I'm kind of factoring in like everything. So like just because it's the best tasting food doesn't mean it's the highest rank, because you got to factor in like how reasonable is it that I'm just gonna go there and get dinner? Like, is it like a special occasion type thing? Because I might dock it, or I'm looking at something that's like, maybe like if you look it up on Yelp, it's like the $2 sign, so it's like reasonably priced,
Yeah.
a good portion, and it tastes good. And maybe adding up times like you've been there and the service was really good, or if you've gone there and the service sucks like every time, then that's gonna dock it. That's gonna.
Oh my god.
So,
I hope I have enough to get through this,
it's
though.
a
I'm
lot
nervous.
of pressure. Dude, me too. So I think I'm gonna go pretty safe choice for the first overall. I'm gonna go with Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I was gonna take Cheesecake Factory. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Just because it's the menu is gargantuan, and it's it's got a little something for everybody. So I gotta go Cheesecake Factory. So.
That's fair. All right. I'm gonna go with a place that I think is maybe slightly higher quality and gone less to than some of the more popular picks. So I think it's kind of like a safe. Like, I don't think anybody really hates it because it's not brought up as much, but it is like a steakhouse type place. I'm gonna put Outback Steakhouse as a number one rather than some of the other maybe more likely choices. I think to avoid like the 116 upset. I think if we seed right and get like a really odd 16 choice, it should advance. I think if you had like an Applebee's or like a Red Robin or something as like a number one, there's a good chance like there's a lot of haters of one of those places, and it loses. So I'm trying to protect our overall seeding and the bracket.
Cool.
So I'm gonna go to a number 2 here. And man, I would love to. Oh man, you know what? I gotta do this. This is such a bro and modern pick. I know it will have a lot of hate, but when you go to it, you always feel like you get your money's worth. It's great for sporting events. It's Buffalo Wild Wings, and it really doubly popularized like wings again. And now there's a bunch of wing places you can get wings from, and this is sort of the big one of it.
Heck yeah, B-dubs is great.
Yeah,
I mean, what are your go-to sauces? Do you get the wings when you go?
I do. Like 7 or 8 times out of 10, I'll get wings. I always feel bad because some of the other stuff on the menu looks so good, though. Sometimes I'm like, I wish I could get someone else. I usually do like one of the Asian flavors, Asian inspired flavors that they do, and then maybe if they have, there was a while where they were doing like sauce of the month.
Oh.
Like years ago, they did like the sauce club, and they had like a different special sauce every month, and I would usually get that one. I don't know what my second one is. I kind of mess around with it. I've been expanding, but yeah, like a good Thai chili, Asian zing, those are great. And then yeah, something else just kind of random. Mahalo barbecue or Hawaiian barbecue or something's great.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm all about the Asian zing. I love this sweet spicy is my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I like the garlic flavor. I like the spicy garlic, and I also like the garlic parmesan too.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, for number 2, here's a callback.
I didn't think I already know where you're going. I wanted to pick it as my number 2, but I was like, I can't. This is Chris's pick.
Okay, I gotta go P.F. Chang's.
Yeah.
I worked there for about 10 years, on and off.
Chris invented P.F. Chang's.
I did, yeah. The thing I said about my buddies working at Jet's Pizza for so long, but still liking it, as I was saying those words, I'm like, oh, well, I still like P.F. Chang's, and I worked there forever. I mean, you can't eat it every day. It's not, there's so much sugar in that food, but that's why it tastes so good. It's delicious.
And as we learned, Mongolian beef is the best. For the little bracket that we ran.
Yeah, Mongolian beef is the best.
It was the winner of P.F. Chang's own bracket on their food that they didn't know they were doing. Mongolian beef.
Correct. Speaking of, we got to put when we're done here, we got to put place a bet. We're going to do bets, and the loser has to do some punishment that's determined by the winner. So I don't know. Maybe we each get the region that our number 1 seed is in.
Mm-hmm.
And if that region wins, we're the winner. If that region loses, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm down with that.
So there has to be a winner and a loser. Does that make sense?
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would be the Outback Steakhouse and McDonald's region.
I'm in trouble.
Cheesecake Factory and Arby's.
I think maybe. So I think, like, are we saying the winner is whoever maybe gets the most of their 1 seeds there? Because it might happen. All of our 1 seeds get knocked out.
Well, I mean, like, I have all of them from this region. Well, does that make sense? Because what if it's your pick? Well, yeah, we should just do that. Whoever's pick wins the thing. That would be the easiest.
Yeah, or who? Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
Cool. I made it way more complicated than I had to.
No,
But
you're good.
if one of your picks wins, and we'll remember who picked what.
Yeah.
If one of your picks wins, you win. You get to tell the other person what they have to do. We'll film it. We'll put it on here. Cool.
I've got a good idea for what I would choose for a punishment.
For my... Yeah?
So yeah, I think I might be a little delayed for you, maybe.
Okay. You go with the punishment that you had.
I just think it might be, like, related to the bracket. Like, maybe you have to eat so much food from some of these places or something.
That's a good idea. Like the spiciest wing from B-Dubs, or just,
the highest calorie thing.
Yeah. We'll see. Yes. That's a good idea. Cool. Okay. So 2 PF Chang's. All right. Number 3 seed. I'm going to go with, it feels so bougie to put like this super fancy steakhouse on here.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not going to yet. I'm going to go Red Lobster.
Yeah, I love Red Lobster.
Yeah, they're biscuits.
Yep, there you go.
So good. Okay, you're up 3 seed in the Outback Steakhouse.
I think I've got an equivalent here. I think we've kind of touched on a lot of the main food genres, because we've got the Asian, we've got seafood, we've got your classic steakhouse, and we've got massive Cheesecake Factory. We don't have Italian yet. So obviously, it's perfect. It's not like too bougie compared to these. It's not too busted. I'm going Olive Garden.
All right. Cool. Endless soup, salad, and breadsticks.
Yeah.
That was the best deal.
All right, I'm on the 4 here. Oh, yeah. I can't pick Red Lobster now. Oh, this is where it starts to get tough, because my numbers are dwindling. I'm gonna go with another. Oh, you know what? No, now it makes sense for one of these two. And I think I'm going to hold off and put this at 5 if it doesn't go sooner. I'm going to put this one at 4 because, again, I think the quality is better and, like, kind of less hated on, a bit like an Outback Steakhouse. I'll put TGI Fridays on here.
Okay, cool. I like TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 4. Well, there's a lot. Oh man. Okay. I had this little secret stash of the real top-notch places. I'm gonna go Black Rock.
Okay.
Have you ever been to Black Rock?
I haven't, but I know it.
It's super good. They have my favorite appetizer of all time. I don't know if you're a seafood fan, but they have this like lobster dip that's like the chips. Have you ever been to? Oh, well, have you ever been to Olga's?
I have, yeah.
You know the snackers. Have you ever had the snackers?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So they give you these like pita chips that are like that, but in this like cheesy lobster dip that's just like, oh my god,
I can picture it for sure. Yeah.
very good. Okay, let's go up to 5 seed.
Oh, I can't wait to ruin everything.
I got a good one. Benihana.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
Little hibachi action.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
All right, my 5. I'm gonna put it here because it's the 5 seed upset special. If you're a college basketball fan, traditionally where the bigger upsets happen, although now it could happen anywhere because stuff is crazy. But this is the thing that like its popularity equates it to the McDonald's of casual dining. It's because there's even a country song recently that skyrocketed it, but most people hate it. So this is perfect. It either advances and earns a win against something it's competitive against, or it gets knocked out and in the upset suite. I'm going to put Applebee's.
Applebee's. Yeah.
Eating good in the neighborhood.
I love me some Applebee's. I don't care. I don't care what they say. All right. So you got 6.
Yeah, here's where we get wild, folks.
Oh boy.
Now it's time to go. Actually, I have no clue. I'm gonna go with a sort of brunchy breakfast place.
Oh.
But it's a quality one. I did confirm as I was looking it up that it is national. There's quite a lot of these because I had only seen it very recently, and I thought it might be regional. First Watch.
Oh.
But apparently, this is not just a Midwestern thing. I think it's national. I think it's really quality. Good place.
Cool. I've never been.
Oh, it's if you were a bruncher.
Okay.
I feel like brunch ladies love it.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea because brunch is so popular right now that why not capitalize and make like a huge chain?
Yeah.
They probably have like all the mimosas and French toast, creme brulee French toast, all those things.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I got this. 6 seed. You know what? I'm gonna pull out a couple more like fine dining establishments for this kind of.
That's fair. I have none.
because here's the thing with these. Like if you've eaten there, you'll likely vote for them. But the fact that they're so expensive, it weeds a lot of people out. So they'll be like, oh, I've never been there, so I'll vote for the other one. But I'm gonna take a shot. So for this number 6, I'm gonna go with Ruth's Chris. You ever been to Ruth's Chris? I've never even been, but
oh, I also haven't been. I was thinking that was the one you were going to pick earlier. Mm-hmm. Was it, or were you thinking Black Rock first?
No, I was thinking Ruth's Chris until I scrolled down.
Too bougie.
Yeah, I was thinking a little bougie.
Until I saw Red Lobster and Cheesecake Factory.
Red Lobster. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Ruth's Chris. It's a well-respected steakhouse that like
right.
Even like like a chef like a Gordon Ramsay would probably tip their hat to it because they do a good job. They're pricey, so we'll see. And then one kind of a little more pricey place that I actually have been to is Mitchell's. I don't know if
is that seafood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mitchell's Fish Market.
Ah, right on.
I think I spelled that right. 2 L's. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks good.
So yeah, I wanted to get those the bougie ones, the pricey ones out of the way. But my hope here is that some food critic isn't going to be like, what? You know,
Because
PFJ,
yes,
yeah, like Applebee's at 3 and or whatever Applebee's at, and
like, these guys have no palate.
but they don't understand. We're taking everything into consideration, so they can suck it.
Popularity, accessibility, price. Like if somebody said, "Hey, we're going out to dinner tonight. Do you want to go to Applebee's or Ruth Chris?" And it's not on me. Like probably more times out of 10, you're gonna pick the one that you can just put on the clothes that you're wearing. You don't have to get dressed up. You don't have to make a reservation. You can just kind of go and relax. Like you're gonna go to those places more, even though these are better quality. So like, check your records, check your receipts, people. Don't come in here telling us about this one's better than the other one when you've been there 2 times and you're on the mailing letter for Shoney's Steakhouse. I don't know what Shoney's is. All right, so number 7. Jeez. I think it's time to Hard Rock Cafe.
All right.
Give me a bit of a thematic one, because what's a casual dining restaurant without a tacky ass theme?
Hell yeah.
And I've got some more, so don't you worry. We get even tackier and even themeier. Oh, number 8, it's me. Well, then let's do it. I think this is the perfect place to put something that you just have no idea how to rate it. You don't know the quality of the food. You don't really know the quality of the service. You go there about the same as a fine dining, but it's casual dining and nowhere close to Ruth's Chris. I'm gonna put Hooters here.
All right. Okay. Oh man, I didn't see that coming. Okay. I think I got a good matchup for Hooters.
Right on.
Let me clean up my list here, make sure I'm not repeating anything. Okay. I got a little bit of a swankier place here that I'll save.
Swank.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 8. I like this isn't the place for it though. Oh, okay. I'm going Chili's.
Yeah, all right. I had Chili's on my list.
I had Chili's. We should have held off. It would have been a good first round matchup to go up against Applebee's, but hey, maybe they'll meet in the Sweet 16 here.
Maybe. Yeah.
But here we go. If anything's going to give Hooters a run for its money, it's not another theme with the boobs.
Yeah.
But you do go there and you play some games. So I'm going to go Dave and Buster's.
Oh, right on. All right.
Here's another just kind of fun spot. You're not going there for, the food necessarily, but just a spot where the experience, the atmosphere is the experience.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I went through and saw like the arcade game restaurants. I was like, I don't know if I'll put any on the list, but that's such a good matchup for Hooters. Yeah, for sure.
I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Okay.
Chili's. You know what? I'm gonna put one more Asian place on here that I think is good at mid. I definitely think PF Chang should be higher because I think this is still sort of regional, but it's really good. I'm gonna put Pei Wei.
Oh,
do you ever have Pei Wei?
Pei Wei is great.
Pei Wei is really solid.
Yeah. It's great food. Awesome.
And I think people are going to look at it and see a higher quality than Chili's, but I think a lot of people will not know it. So I think it's a good matchup of like that will determine how we think the bracket goes. Is a more recognizable place going to beat out maybe the quality and slightly bougier places down the line, even though it's like, it's not as Pei Wei is definitely not as bougie as some of the other places. So. All right, Mitchell's Fish Market. Oh my god. I'm gonna oh man. I'm gonna have it. I gotta pick a barbecue place, but I don't know which is the one to go with. I'm
Ooh.
gonna pick Famous Dave's
Oh, that's good.
because I
Very good.
haven't been to the other one that I have on my list. So.
Okay. Um, I don't know if I'm even going to throw this restaurant on. Actually, I know I'm not going to throw this restaurant on here, so I'm cool with saying it. I just was looking at my list, and I think I found a funnier matchup. Have you ever been to the restaurant? It's called BJ's.
I have, yeah.
BJ's would have been funny, but
Oh, that would have been good because coincidentally enough, BJ's non-suggestive and non-sexual at all, even though it's named BJ's. It's just a standard. You just go and you get beer and food.
Exactly.
Little misdirection.
All right, so you got Hard Rock. Yeah, okay. I'll go with another theme. I'll see your
Oh, is he doing it?
I'll see your Hard Rock. I don't think where was I looking? Okay. It might not be what you're thinking because it's not a
Probably not.
But I'm gonna go Bahama Breeze. I feel like that is a good.
Oh,
it's a pretty good first round matchup, I think.
I like it. Fair.
Bahama Breeze. Then there's one that I really like that I don't want to put on just yet because I don't think really many people know about it just yet. So I'm gonna hold off on my personal pref there. So let's go up to 11 against First Watch. Brunch spot. I'll go with another. I'm gonna go Waffle House.
Yeah, I'm sad because I wanted to pick that somewhere.
Yeah.
There you go. I wanted like Waffle House versus like Ruth's Chris.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think there's one step below Waffle House before you get into calling it fast food that I don't.
Oh.
I may slip it in as a 15 or 16, but we'll see.
I'm curious because I personally feel Waffle House is about as low as it gets.
It could be.
The Applebee's matchup. Let's do it. Applebee's Red Robin.
All right. Yum.
Some place that a lot of people don't like is winning going on.
True.
All right. And then 13 versus Benihana. All right. All right. Benihana is also partially experiential. Like you go because you're usually 9 times out of 10 gonna actually do the hibachi and not just sit somewhere else and not do it. I'm gonna go another experiential place. It's another theme place. It is the ultimate theme place for when you're on vacation and you never go otherwise. Rainforest Cafe.
Yep, I was gonna put that on there. There's only one R in Forest. In fact, when I was going for a theme place to go up against
Hard Rock.
You were thinking I was gonna go with Rainforest Cafe. Didn't cross my mind. That would have been a good match. That would have been a good matchup. Okay. Right. Okay, so going down, I keep getting mixed up here. So we got our 12. So going 13.
We seem to have missed an 11 though for Ruth's Chris somehow. Maybe I didn't pick an 11, or did it go in the wrong spot?
No. I know what I did wrong. Let me think. I think Rainforest.
Oh,
I did skip an 11.
So I would have had back to back. So I would have had 11, and then would have had Rainforest as 12, right? Against BlackRock or against Benihana. So keep Rainforest for Benihana, and then I'll pick the 11 for Ruth's Chris.
Okay.
Right. Because what was your 11 up at the top?
No,
Or wait,
yeah, I
no,
think I should
yeah,
have done. I,
no.
I think Red Robin should have gone in the Roost Chris spot.
Oh, because do I have both 12 seeds right now? I do,
Let's
because
see.
I have Red Robin
I watched it.
and Ruth and Rainforest Cafe. So yeah, one of mine should have been an 11.
Okay, yeah.
Because you should have picked who goes up against Applebee's.
Right. Okay. So, do you still want Red Robin?
Red Robin, Ruth, Chris.
Ruth, Chris, or
Go
do you
for
want?
yeah. And then you just need to
Okay.
fill in. You've got the 11 for Applebee's, and then you're gonna have. I think you'll go up to 13s because I'm gonna keep my Rainforest Cafe.
Okay. So then, yeah, it's on me for 12 against Applebee's, and then 13 against TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
Okay, my fault. I see what I did. I put the 11 in the 12 spot when I should have put it in the 11th spot.
Right on.
Okay.
It's fun to pick against your own though. Set up your own matchups.
Yeah.
Applebee's versus Red Robin.
Okay. All right. So you got Red Robin. So let me take Red Robin off. So I am picking the 12 against Applebee's. Okay. This makes more sense. And we go. That's not that. Okay. Here's what I'm going to go. I'm going to go with my sleeper spot, Hook and Reel. Have you ever been to Hook and Reel?
No.
Fairly new, started popping up a few years ago, at least around here. They do like the crawfish boils, like the Louisiana kind of food.
Oh no. I think I forgot a place that I might want to add. I mean, I can still add it, and it's a good number here, but it might be too similar to that.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's the cat. Okay, so going against TGI Fridays. I don't know. Let's throw the Cracker Barrel down here. Why not?
No, I was gonna pick Cracker Barrel next.
Okay. No, you got 13 going up against Black Rock.
I do take it back. I think I'm right, or I think you're right that there is one place that's maybe a tier below Waffle House that's still not quite fast food and might be contentious on if it's fast food or not. I'm gonna pick one that I think is there, and you can veto it if you're like, no, that wasn't what I'm thinking. It's too fast food. But you can't go through a drive-through for it. I don't think. I want to say Big Boy.
Okay.
That apparently was not the one you were thinking, though.
It actually was not. But these two, Big Boy and this other one, go hand in hand.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see it then. I might know it.
You go. Yeah.
Red Lobster versus. Let's get one more breakfast place on here. International House of Pancakes, IHOP.
Ooh, good one. I didn't even think of IHOP. It's not even on my list here. That's great. Okay, I got a 14. This was a good one. I actually really enjoyed this place. I don't know if there's any of them around anymore. Did you ever go to a melting pot?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've been to one. I think they're still around.
Okay, yeah, they're pretty cool. They're a great like date night spot. I remember going to one like with like my girlfriend in like high school or college or whatever, and yeah, they're really good food. So I'm gonna go melting pot. See if it's got a chance against Olive Garden. Probably not, but that's all right. I'm not super attached to it. Yeah, one that would have been a good one. So that's on against Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's.
Jeez, I've only got 2 picks left.
I know. Let's put you up against. Fuck it. We'll see if. No, I don't want to do that.
Do it. We could have the big upset. It's okay. Nobody will be sad.
Well, Fleming Steakhouse is good.
Okay.
I've never been. It's just a good steakhouse that people have talked about. So yeah, you're up with 15 against the PF Chang's.
All right, against PF Chang's. Ooh. I'm gonna go one more kind of steakhousey place. Or do I do barbecue? No. I'm gonna do something weird here. This is also kind of like Big Boy, but I don't think it's maybe closer to fast food, but I don't think it's a step down in quality. I think it's just like kind of kitschy. I'm gonna pick Johnny Rockets if you can count that as a sit down place. It's a lot like Steak and Shake though.
It's close. It's close, but I'm gonna. We'll keep it. We'll keep it.
It was on the casual dining list on Wikipedia, and I said I went to Johnny Rockets before I saw Black Swan in California, and I had a great experience.
Oh, yeah. You're good.
All right, which means my number 16 can be a dump heap. That's so mean. It's not, but I think there's a perception that it can be. There's not a lot that I didn't get to pick, because some of the places again I felt were too close to fast food. Like I don't really think Noodles and Company. I don't know where that falls. That's a weird tweener. And same with Tropical Smoothie Cafe, although I think that one's more fast food.
Mm-hmm.
So in memoriam to those that didn't make either. We talked about BJ's. I didn't pick my other theme, Planet Hollywood, but there's not as many anymore. Hard Rock for the ones you can still go to. Rainforest Cafe for the crazy things you only do on vacation. And then the only other two that I missed were like Texas Roadhouse, but it's another steakhouse place more or less, and Dickie's, which is barbecue that I haven't had, and Famous Dave's is on there. I'm going to pick Denny's!
Denny's! The one that I was saying might be lower than Waffle House.
I don't know. I think Waffle House just feels like you're in a trailer. Sometimes Denny's still feels like a restaurant, like not a nice one, but some Waffle Houses feel like you've just walked into a trailer park restaurant.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
All right.
I see what you're saying. I've only been to Waffle House one time, actually.
Yeah, I've maybe only been 2 or 3 times, but I'd go again. It's probably underrated, honestly. Yeah. And there's also a song about Waffle House.
Is there?
It's by the Jonas Brothers. It's a fairly recent song.
Okay.
It's pretty bopping.
That's cool.
I hope in the Final Four we get Waffle House versus Applebee's, so we can also have a song off. But there's no chance in hell of that happening.
Right. We'll find out who our subscribers really are. Who are listening with this? This is just the test.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm up for this last pick. Honorable mentions, yeah, the steakhouses, the Texas, the Longhorn, the Logan's. There's a lot of those steakhouses, and I wanted to shout out Longhorn. It's not going to make this, but like I've had really, really good experiences there every time I went. There's one right here down the road, Ford Road, Canton, Michigan. Great. Not going to put it down. Then some other ones like Ruby Tuesdays.
Oh yeah,
pretty good restaurant. Carrabba's, pretty good. Bravo is an Italian restaurant that they're kind of. So I think it's the same owner as like PF Chang's and Mitchell's, and maybe even Fleming's too. But they do a good job. But I am going to go with a place that's a little not quite as well known. In fact, I didn't know it was a chain until recently. But I'm gonna go Buca di Beppo.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Buca di Beppo.
I considered having that on there, even though I don't think I've been there. But yeah, to me, it was like, yeah, that's either the second or third Italian place you think of after Olive Garden. It's either like that one or maybe Bravo, I would say.
Yeah.
In terms of like big chain. Yeah, I've seen quite a few.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're really good. They do good, like big family style portions and stuff. Yeah, I think that's a good. I think we got ourselves a good bracket. This one.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll. I'm gonna roll this one out Monday. We'll start some matchups here on YouTube, and it's looking like only on YouTube. And to anyone here still with us, we appreciate it, but we're schlepping on over to YouTube. That's going to be our home. I'm tired of keeping up with the other ones.
We want to see you here, and we're kind of big hams, and we can't be on video as much on anything else. So we want all the attention.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, thank you everyone. If you're watching live, we have three more matchups in the funniest person. Those will take place next week, but we're going to start with this one right there on Monday. Matt, what do you think? You think we should start with? We're going to go regions. We're going to go specific regions till we get to the final four. Like you suggested, and then do you have a region here we should start off? Should we start fast food and then casual, or go fast food, casual, or
what about fast food, casual?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll go McDonald's. Run all these matchups till we get to the final four. Cheesecake. Run all these matchups till we get to the final four.
Arby's. I can't believe it. I love it.
And then cool. So this will be up shortly. I'll pop a thumbnail on here. I actually scratched out a thumbnail earlier at work today. But anything else?
I don't think so. It's time to eat. I'm hungry. I don't know about you, and I don't know about anybody who's watching. If you are watching live or you're watching this recording later, probably got hungry. You probably paused. If you did, you had time to click other things. You can click like or subscribe, or you can click report to YouTube for inappropriate content. Whatever you prefer.
Oh yeah, awesome. All right, well we're heading out. Take care, everyone, and see you next time.